TTYs, also known as teletypewriters, once played a vital role for communicating within the deaf community. From the early days of the huge TTY machines that were often covered with tablecloths when they weren't in use, to the small portable TTYs that could be used with payphones, they provided a link to members of the deaf community. From the early days, deaf people could identify their friends by their typing styles, how they said hello, and how they signed off at the end of the conversation. When the original machines came out, they vibrated too much and were so noisy that people living in some apartment buildings on floors beneath deaf people could feel the ceiling shake when they typed on them. Those using the machines for frequent communication quickly developed a group of abbreviations that could be used to expedite conversations. GA was the standard signal used for go ahead, and SK was the standard indicator for ending a conversation. By using the GA, one person could let the other person know that he was done with what he wanted to say, and it was the other person's turn to respond. This helped slower typists out. The person on the other end of the line wouldn't interrupt while the slower typist was trying to get his or her thoughts out. By waiting until the GA was typed at the end of the thought, it meant that you still had the floor. During the conversation, if you had to look for information or if someone came to your door and you needed to leave for a minute, you could type HD for hold. It was always polite to type HD several times if you needed to be away for more than several seconds. In this way, you could type HD and add still looking or let the person know you hadn't hung up on them. Stop keying or SK was also used to signal the end of the conversation. After both parties were done talking, someone would say something like, "Okay, time for me to stop. See you tomorrow, SK." Then the person on the other end would also type SK, indicating she was finished with the conversation too. Once in a while, one of the people would remember one more thing he or she wanted to add and would type it, and then add their SK. While some individuals ended with just SK, others would type it 2 or 3 times. Today, many of the TTYs have been replaced with VPs, Blackberries, Sidekicks, and other handheld devices. While once TTYs were very popular, today they are quickly becoming a machine of the past, foreign to the younger deaf generation. With more and more technological advances, it will be fun to see what the handheld devices will be replaced with during the next 30 years.